Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Appopedia, and I'm Ratna Priya. As you know that we are following the industry auto management course, and up to here we saw all the tasks, and some tasks are left out, so we will try to cover up in this lecture. So if you are new on my channel, do subscribe to my channel, leave your constructive feedback on my channel so that I can improve myself as well as my videos, and I can serve my skills to you guys. So without wasting the time, let's get started. So for the first last lecture, we saw a disconnect line item action, where we saw all the MADC line item action with one-to-one decomposition, right? There one action is, one product is there and another product is there, so it's a one-to-one decomposition. I think so you guys are aware of it, and if you're new and directly jump on this lecture, I think so you will not able to understand. So I will highly recommend you to go and watch the previous lectures and come back on this lectures, then you will be better to be understand, because we are trying to be continuing the last 2-3 tasks too in this lecture as well. So yeah, so let's start this task where we have to see MADC, that means new, add, change or modify, disconnect, that is the line item action, with one to many decomposition. So in this one, where we have to see some task with the steps, what we have to create the orchestration plan definition, that is for sure, and I think so you are much aware of these things. And then we have to add a new customer simlen is just a scope type, and that is also the orchestration plan definition scenario for the shipping, and create disconnect customer simlen for shipping. And then we have to create orchestration dependency definition for the E to E task. As you know, without dependency definition, we cannot able to achieve that line item action, because the orchestration item is dependent to the another dependency item definition. Then we can able to perform some line item action. So we have to create these things for the E to C task. Then we have to create for the dependency definition for the shipping task, and then at the last, for the disconnect action, we have to create a dependency definition, and at the end we have to test it. For that test, we have to create new order, change to order, and disconnect. All these things are you guys already aware of it. Let's start and fill these things and do it as soon as possible. So a whiteboard on post-it, we have to just write it out, because you're already aware of it. Order decomposition, one to many, one to one, many to one, right? So if you are not aware, or you are just try to recall yourself, go and watch my previous video where I discuss all the order decomposition part as well. And now we have to the second task, view one to one. That is a similar thing. We already saw these things in the previous lecture, where we discuss all the order decomposition. Order decomposition, nothing but the we have to decompose a product between two products. Like first is linked with the commercial product to the technical product. What is commercial product? Commercial is nothing but we have whatever the product is having the some type of pricing, okay, and which the product which does not have any pricing or any type of orderable thing, that is technical product. Consumer commercial product we can able to order, but technical we cannot able to order. So I cannot repeat all these things, because it's already having the videos in the previous videos, that with the deep deep explanation is there in that video. So let's go and watch. That is means one to many, nothing but one commercial product with a multiple technical product. Okay, so this is the order decomposition, one to many. So now we have to focus on this table, that is logical orchestration view, where we have to understand here only. Then we will understand easily in the next all the steps. So as we cover up the MADC actions for one-to-one decomposition, so you can try to relate your theory with one to many as well, because the similar way, just we have to change the we are restricting with one product to the one product, right? So now we just have to change one to many. So one with the orchestration item definition, with the many product where we have to decompose it with the line item actions, either add or move or modify or delete. So for the first, we will select the add action. Let's select the add action. Then we have to create a orchestration plan for the start, and this is the download speed is nothing but attribute. It's just an attribute for the start. Whatever the start product is there, for that one we have to common with this all multiple product with the common with only one, that is download speed. Based on download is speed, that is attribute value 7 mbps, 12 mbps or 20 mbps. Based on this we have to decompose like this. If 7 mbps, then stb SIP stb is the also the attribute, and this this is the product name SIP stb bronze, that is the product. If we select the 7 mbps, then it will show the shipping STB bronze. If 12 mbps is silver, otherwise 20 or 40 it will show the gold. Then the same thing, if we are adding it, so definitely the product is added into the cart, it will definitely update the billing and then accessorization and then at the end. So modify and change, modify and change is the same one. Just we have to, what we have to do, if modify means the product is added, if the consumer product, that is the start, with the download speed with the same values based on this multiple object, according to that, if the existing product change to item, change to order, that means it is modifying. The similar thing you can see in the previously we saw one to one. There you can say modify action, there is start, and the based on the value of that Spotify subscription type is Spotify RFS, update it, that is the action, and then based on the values we activate the bill or deactivate the bill, that is the modify. If activate the bill, then congratulations message and accessorization and then it. The same thing happen in there, in here as well. The same thing we will see in the disconnect as well. Just the major difference is, if we use a disconnect action for the line item action, then we have to disconnect, we have to cancel the order after check, firstly we have to add it, then modify it, then only we can deactivate it. After deactivating it, the deactivate billing will be also activated, and after deactivating the billing, it should be go to the item definition and then after accessorization and then up to end. So indent item definition is which one? This is SIP STP return and label box. So now let's start doing the task. Now we have to create the same orchestration plan definition with this name, with the note start, update, billing, and centralization end. These are the process as you already know, I think so, in the first lecture as well, like one-to-one orchestration plan, and here also. So now we have to, I just read all these things, whatever I explain you, the similar thing is written here also. Just read that one. Now we will have to create the two orchestration plan definition. So let's do that. Now we have to go to the orchestration plan definition. Let's load it. Okay, so orchestration plan is, we already created the orchestration plan. Now we have to go into the first they are saying streaming, TV shipping, new customer. Now we have to create orchestration item definition. Now we have to, okay, the scope is scope by default global and the radio type by default is milestone. So we, I think so you guys are able to remember this one. Okay, so now we have to copy this one, and now we have to go and click next and then paste it here, and then scope should be the global and then save and new. Now we have to create another. These are the three orchestration item. Why? Because the download speed we are checking it the three values, right? First one is what? 7 mbps. Then we have a which one? Let me go up. I will also recall you guys why we are taking three orchestration item, and this is the product. These are the multiple products, like order is just based on the product only, right? So these you can say orchestration items as well as a product as well. So why we are taking 3 1? Because the download speed attribute, we have a 3 values. Based on 3 values we are taking this one. So 7 Mbps, 12 Mbps and 20 and 40. So now we will go and create another orchestration item that is for gold, that is keeping STB gold. Okay, now we created up to 2 and now at the last we will create the orchestration item. Now paste it, the scope should be the global and save it. Now we have to go into the next, and what they are saying, we have to go into the branch and then we have to add the condition. Okay, let's do the condition. We have to add a product as a value. Which one product? TV branch. Let's go to the branch and then we have to add the condition. Go a little down. It will load it. Let it load. Okay, now we have the loaded one. Now we have to select add. We have to select and or. Okay, when adding the condition, remember to click or from the. Okay, we have to create or. Before we are just by default it we always take the and, but for this condition they are saying or. Then let's do the or, and then for the first time we have to select the order. Which one is order? It should be the. So for the next we don't needed that one, only one condition is needed, and save the condition. Then they are saying for create a orchestration scenario. Let's do the create orchestration scenario under that same orchestration item. So now we have to go into the related and then there is one option for orchestration. So now we have to create a orchestration scenario. Let's go back and then we have to, okay, let it load. Okay, orchestration scenario, we'll keep the name, and the product should be the, which one they are asking, TV branch RFS. Okay, let's do that. Add it. It's by default it created, so we don't have to do anything for this product. Okay, now we have to add the first. We are checking for an add action. 9 items would be the add. So okay, then we will modify, then we will do the disconnect. Okay, now we have to configure this one to be add order. Okay, now we have to go the STB silver. Okay, let's do it. Now add a condition. Condition should be the same thing. We have to click or, and then we have to, okay, now it loaded. So we have to select or, then we have to add the that is silver, TV silver RFS, and then select the attribute. Obviously it's a download speed, and then we have to add the value 12 Mbps. It should be equal to the 12 Mbps. So let's, and another we don't needed the other condition, so we just delete it. Again we have to create the orchestration scenario for the silver. Let's do the silver one orchestration scenario. So now we have to go back and under same streamlines new customer, under that we have to create the scenario for every item, every value of that attribute. We have to see the orchestration scenario, right? For that reason we are adding the 3 scenario with the 3 orchestration items. Okay, now we have to go into the next, and then we have to again add the order condition, add the condition. Now we have to go next to little down and then or, and then we have to select the product. I just paste TF TV gold RFS, and then we have to, the value should be that thing 20 or 40 Mbps. Let's do the 20 Mbps. Okay, now paste it 20 and 40. So yeah, I'm correct. So we have to, don't delete that another condition, because we need it for the 40 Mbps here only, because for the last they're having the or option. Okay, now click and save it. Okay, now this order is saved. Now we have to, obviously orchestration scenario is needed for the last orchestration item, so we have to, why it is not saving, is it okay, save it. Now we have to go back. Now we have to create for the last orchestration item, that is gold. We have to create orchestration scenario for the same gold, and then order, and then the product will be TV gold RFS. That is quite common and guessable. Okay, now we have to, that you can see all we created exactly the same one, right? So each orchestration item, if you wanted to see in the orchestration plan, then we need to see the orchestration scenario. So based on the attribute value, we have to create the orchestration scenario as well for the, based on the orchestration item. So it's all about to link. So you have to always recall these things, then it will be easy to understand. Okay, now they are saying to be create another orchestration item for the disconnect. Let's do that. So firstly we have to search this one orchestration plan. Let me go to the orchestration plan definition. It is there only, and then we have to select CP disconnect. Okay, now we have to create orchestration. Radio types would be the by default milestone. Now we have to paste the orchestration line item definition, and scopes would be the global. Do not forget to change that scope. Okay, and then a no need condition, no dependency is needed. Okay, now we have to create the scenario, because we are using disconnect action without based on the values. Before, for one to one, where also they are adding some condition. If the subscription type is premium or free, then only we can able to modify, and according to that only we are doing the disconnect option, right? For here we don't needed any attribute value, so we just have to be directly add the scenario. Okay, now for the scenario also the TB bronze RFS. Okay, let's do the add the product, and then it should be disconnect. Here it needed to be disconnect. Okay, now add in, yeah, action is disconnect and save. Now we have to go save. Now what we have to create, another orchestration scenario we have to create for disconnect. Okay, for every part to be disconnect, right? For the first action we added to the bronze, right? Now we have to create, because the value is for the 3, right? 3 product, so every product should be to disconnect with the, it should be linked with the disconnect action. So that's why we have to add, and this one should be there, and save it. Now we have to silver and gold silver and bronze is done. Now we have to again create, and for the gold, now let's create the gold. For the gold we have to create orchestration scenario. Again same thing we have to do, but you have to careful between the link between what value and what orchestration item with the which scenario, orchestration scenario, right? So that is the thing we have to take care. Nothing extra is there, and it's simple and easy. So here we created all the orchestration scenario for the disconnect for the each particular product, or you can say orchestration item definition based on the attribute value, that is download speed 7 Mbps, 12 Mbps, or 20 or 40 Mbps. Okay, now we have to create orchestration dependency. So for that one we have to go into the orchestration plan, or we have to say search it. It's already there, so we don't have to create it. So if you are having any doubt, then directly search it, then it will be easy for you. Now we have to create orchestration dependency definition. So for that we have to copy it, and then we have to go into, now for which item they are asking, for ind, so orchestration ind we have to go, and then we have to create a dependency into the related tab. Then we have to create orchestration dependency definition, and then definition name is this one, and then scopes would be the global and dependency on. Now we have to, which item dependency is needed for stream TV E2E acid tries. So dependency item definition should be this one, and then save it, and then go next. And they are saying for the another task, that is for this one. Now we have to create for this task, we have to create. Okay, now we have to go into here. Let's see the, is it the, okay, let's search for this one. This is the item, no, sorry. Now we have to go little back, go back, yeah. So this is a stream TV E2E asset registration, that is the orchestration item. So now we have to go into the related tab, and then we have to create a dependency definition. Now we have to paste the dependency name, that is the stream E2 updating bill. Okay, now we are modifying it, adding, we are done. Okay, and then we have to add scope should be the global one, and dependency item definition is a stream TV E2 update billing. So now we have to add the update billing. Okay, now we have to save it. Now for the disconnect we have to, now we have to update with the 3 values, right? Because for every action we have to according to the attribute value we have to perform, right? For the performing the actions we have to use the dependencies for which which item is dependent, right? For that reason we have to go into the update billing task. After update we have to check now for which value they are updated. We'll find that orchestration update billing. These are the items we created for the first time: start, update, and modify, and at the end. Okay, now we have to go into the related tab. Then we have to create a orchestration definition, dependency definition. Now for the first time we have to check for the branch. Okay, for branch which download speed is needed, 7 Mbps needed, and which item is now we have to call TV or C, whichever for the first orchestration item is what, STB branch. So that dependency item will be called. Okay, so now we have to save, and then we have to again for same thing we have to create another dependency for other two values as well. So now we have to create the another dependency definition. Now we have to add the, what will be that, shipping STB silver. Okay, now we have to copy and select it, and the scope should be always the global one. Okay, now save and new, and now again we have to, for the gold we have to, same thing we have to do with the gold as well. Okay, now we have to STB, let's search for like this. Okay, STB gold, and then we have to select the scope should be the global, and then that's it. So here we update the bill. Now we have to disconnect. For disconnect we also needed the dependency items. For that one we have to select the end. Firstly we have to select the end items. Now go back. Okay, now we have to go into the orchestration item definition for the end. Okay, stream TV E2E end. Now we have to create this dependency definition. So now we have to go little down, and here it is. Okay, now we have to, okay, up to here we done that, right? Now for the stream disconnect plan, for this one we needed to be go. Now we have to go and search this plan, and then for this disconnect shipping address. Okay, this one only, right? Yes. Oh, little back because I didn't add that end part, right? Okay, it's my mistake. So go little down, go little back. We have to add for the first stream end, that is here. Okay, so here we have to add for the last, that is the stream update billing. We have to add it. I forget to add it, and then we have to add it here. And the what is the add action? Okay, now add action is the dependency item definition is this one. Now we have to add this one. Scope should be the global one. Now save it. For this up to here, what we are done with that. For disconnect we done that. Now we have to go to the stream new same thing we have to create for the new customer, because we are shipping for the two items, right? So now scenario will be the two scenario. Okay, now we have to search this one. Now we have to go and search. Now orchestration plan definition. Now what they are saying, we have to create the orchestration item. Okay, for every item we have to create the dependencies, right? So let's do the dependency for the same. Okay, for the first they are asking for which item, for the branch they are asking for the branch. Okay, for the first time we have to use the branch, for the branch, and then for the silver, and then for the gold. Okay, let's do the, for the branch also we have to create a dependency definition, and then we have to go, and then now which we are needed. Now we have to add the streaming E2E start. Why streaming E2E? Because we already updated it, and we linked with the disconnect also. So which disconnect item having only the orchestration item is streaming TV E2E start. You already saw just now we done that, right? So I think so you guys relate that one. So now we have to, scope should be the global, and then save and new, and then for this shipping, for shipping silver 2 we have to again add to the again searches, because it needed, because otherwise I go back, it will back too long back. Okay, That's why I need to search it. Okay, now we have to dependency definition we have to add. For this one also, what we have to add for steaming silver, for the steaming silver we have to add, right? So E to E start. The silver also we needed to be start. Okay, now save this one. Now we have to add for the gold, the same thing we have to start. Okay, orchestration plan definition, new skipping. Now we have to for this gold and related tab, orchestration dependency definition. Then we have to add the steam start. Let's add the steam start. Okay, the scope should be the global. Do not forget to change the scope, because otherwise it will have give you some error, some irrelevant result. Okay, so now we have to create dependency definition for disconnect. Up to here update it, and after updating we need to go to the stream new customer for start all the orchestration item based on the attribute values, right? So after updating it, we need to disconnect the same stream shipping disconnect for the their items to be linked it. Otherwise it will not, without dependency definition we cannot able to perform any orchestration line item action. So for that reason we need to be we have to define the dependency items. Okay, so now for that reason we have to go, and then we have to, only one is there. Now inside it the same thing will happen. We are doing that orchestration dependency definition. Now we have to add the shipping start, that way training TV E to E start. The same thing for disconnect also we need to be started, right? Because the order, the line item action needed to be trigger. So somehow we will use the orchestration item to be depend the item definition, and then we will perform that line item action. So now for checking that this one we have to create a new order. Okay, so let's do that new order. Okay, now we have to go to order. Now we have to create new. Now we have to create name. Order name is this one, stream branch, and then we have to press a new account, and then we have to create a new account. Okay, new consumer account is also needed, so let's do with the new consumer item. Okay, now we have to add this one. Okay, and then we have to next, and then we have to account name. Okay, now we have to status should be active and save it. Okay, let's do that. Status is here, and then we have to save it. Okay, now account is created. Now we have to add it here, already added. Now we have to keep the order start is start, and then we have to B2C pricing is needed. B2C pricing is needed. Now we have to save this one. Let's save it. Now order is created. Now we have to configure it. Okay, let's do the configuration, and then we have to add the TV services to be card. Okay, let's search this one, add it. Okay, now add it. Now we have to perform. I already told you, and you guys are already aware of it, that based on the attribute value it is performing. So right, first we will choose for the 7 Mbps. So for 7 Mbps, what will be the output with the decomposed output is stream TV for branch, like STB SIP TV for branch, right? This will come. So and these are the attribute we have to select it. Now we have to configure. So you just have to be keep in your mind that the table, according to that table you have to select. Okay, and according to that table you have to check as well. Sometime it happened with the student that they selected some other values and they are checking with the other values. Okay, so now we have to decompose it. Okay, so now what will be, as I already told, TV branch will become that shipping TV is the orchestration item definition, right? And according to item definition, what will be linked? TV branch RFS. Okay, so now we will check this one. If it is coming the same, then we are doing correct. So now I can show you why I'm saying. See, shipping STB branch, the product is linked with this item is what? TV branch, right? It should be like this only. The orchestration definition item is linked with this one to the TV branch. So if you want to see, then you have to go in the edit, then we will go to the orchestration plan and then we will see. Okay, let's do that. Okay, now plan is, now you can see TV branch. Now we will check this one, is it correct or not. Now we have to go to the orchestration plan, that is for new account, new customer. According to this orchestration item, which one is needed to be so for 7 Mbps STB branch. For this one, where is the dependency object is coming according to C. The condition is there only. Download speed will be 7, then it will come. For this item, what we created for scenario, for this item we created this scenario, for which we have to add the product, which product will be showing in the decomposition. As you can see, the product is TB bronze. So how we in this way we will check the decomposition is coming correctly or not. And we are adding add operation for all these things. So if the line item action is coming with the add only. So now it is correct. So up to here you can see we are correct. Now we have to go to the orchestration plan. Now we have to check the add action. Okay. Now we have to go to the, now state is completed, then all will come with the green color. Okay, the state is completed, it is coming with the green color. These are the basic, already we can discuss so many times, so I don't think so we have to tell. So why only branch is coming with the, because we selected the download speed with the 7 Mbps only. So if we selected for the 7 Mbps, what will be the trigger? What orchestration item will become? So shipping STB branch will become for the orchestration item. That for that orchestration scenario will become, that is for that scenario we added which product, that is so in the decomposition, right? The orchestration scenario, whatever added the product into that item, orchestration item, that will come in the decomposition mode. Okay, and the orchestration plan will come only the orchestration item. So these are the difference. Just try to recall yourself and try to understand and compare it as soon as possible. You will understand easily. Okay. So in this way, if we call the branch, then multiple will be the link. Right. This is the one to many order decomposition. Right now we just decompose with the one values. We will add with the multiple values, it will directly come with the multiple values, as you can see in the chart, 7 Mbps, 12 Mbps. Now we will move to the next. Now what they are saying, for service asset we have to go and check the it is coming in correct or not. Let's do the simple thing. Okay, so we have to go to that account. It's so simple. We have already we checked that product is correct, so definitely it will correct only, but for your confirmation I will do that. And now we have to go to the service asset management, let it load. Then you can see I think so, because we added 2 times, I think so, add to contact, but nothing extra it will do that. Now we have to select a stream, any of the because maybe I clicked add to cart 2 times, that's why it will coming in the 2 times. Otherwise in your case it will come for the 1 time. So now we have to go to the change to order. Why we are doing change to order? Because we needed to modify it or update it, then we can use the disconnect action, right? After add and then modify, then we can do the disconnect action. So now we have to go next, because okay, nothing extra, we have to just change the date and time. Okay, let's select 21st and the time will be somehow 1/4. Okay, why this is okay, not PM, it's PM. Okay, why this is, yeah, okay. Then order is existing. Okay, now action is existing. Now we can change the value. Okay, do next. Now we can do the change to order. Yeah, I either for my always I do what I will change the value and then I do the future date option, but no worries, in both the ways you can do. So now we have to configure it and now we have to change the value. So now we will change the value with the 12 Mbps. We checked with the what? We already checked with that. Let's close this one. We checked with the 7 Mbps. Now they are asking for 12 Mbps. For 12 Mbps, it will come with the silver only. So TV silver will be come for the decomposement. Now it is saying the action is changed. It just needs to change. Now that means modify. Okay. Now update speed is needed to be 2 Mbps. Let's do the 2 Mbps, and that's it. Then we have to close this one. Now we have to, now we let's close other things. Okay, now decompose it. Let's do the decompose. Okay, now after, because action is changed, why that already we discussed in 1-to-1, but again I'm just recall you guys that if the attribute value will be changed, then the action will be changed. As you can see, this is coming with the TV and branch. So two item is coming based on the attribute values, right? So first was disconnect, and second one is added. Okay, you can see in the PDF as well. Okay, so now next move to the next, we have to go to the orchestration plan. Let's go to the orchestration plan, and then same thing will happen. See, firstly we will see for the bronze and silver. So only one will be deactivated. That means only one is in the green, otherwise both will become with the silver is incomplete, right? And bronze, because it is disconnected, right? So it will definitely come with the skip mode, that is in the green. Okay, so now see, bronze is in gray, and gold is in gray, and then its silver is in green, sorry. Okay, so now we have to go into, and again we have to change with the values. Okay, let's do the change. Okay, now we have to change this one. Now we have to go and then select the first one. I think so I selected last time second one, and change to order, and then we have to again okay, let's close this thing, otherwise it will not come. Okay, now we have to select 21st, and then we have to select little okay, let's select not AM, it should be PM. Okay, now we have to click next. Now we have up to here we selected 12 Mbps. Okay, and to upload speed, right? Now we will be done with that adding, right? We added it. Now we have to disconnect it. So for disconnect we have to, it is existing. Now we have to again, the action will be changed if we change the values, but it already there, so it's correct only. Oh yeah, as it is showing for this one needed to be disconnect. As you remember that bronze is coming with the disconnect, so now for that reason we have to delete this one, then it will see existing to change. Now we have to disconnect. For silver needed to be disconnect, that's why we are deleting from here. Now we will go and decompose it. See, action is decompose. So what will be the decompose? Because active and complete status only for the silver. So for that reason we are doing to disconnect the silver, that we are deleting the configuration. Okay, now let it load. As you can see, the silver is coming with the disconnect. So you can see that previously the bronze will be coming with disconnect and silver will be coming with the add, right? So for disconnecting the silver, we are just using the same manner, that account, go to the account and then change to order, and then action will be changed to the existing to the changing the values. It will come with the change, and then after we have to delete the configuration, then the status will be changed to the disconnect. Now we have to go to the orchestration plan. The final result we are going to check now, that action is coming with the disconnect or not. Then the silver will become with the disconnect. As you can see, shipping disconnect is coming with the disconnect, that is task is completed, that's why it is coming with the green, but the status, the order decomposition action is disconnect. So that's it. Up to here we done with that one to many decomposition with using align item action, that is MADC, that is move, add and change, and then disconnect, right? So up to here we done that, and some additional task is there that we will discuss at the end of this course. and do let me know in the comment box you are guys able to understand or not. And till then, stay tuned with me, and bye bye.